Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Mike Lindsley. This is 9 Minutes with Mike Lindsley, and it's all brought to you by Axe Exotic Pets, Brian Comboy of Mass Mutual, New York State, and our good friends at Timberbanks Golf Club. I'm talking Tiger Woods because Tiger Woods was unbelievable. He was great over the weekend. I don't ever remember waking up on the Monday morning after a major when Tiger didn't win a tournament and feeling like he actually did win the tournament. 16 months ago, this guy had a spine infusion type surgery. He didn't know if he was going to play golf again. He was over 1100th ranked in the world, and he almost won the Open Championship, and he almost won the PGA Championship. Think about this. On Saturday, he had an unbelievable opportunity for eagle and then blew it past the hole and then blew the birdie putt and then settled for a par. And then on Thursday, he might have lost the golf tournament. He started out with the bogey and the double bogey. You think about those things all the time. You go back in time. You go back in your scorecard when you're a golfer. Every stroke matters, and especially in major play, every stroke mattered. This guy couldn't hit a fairway to save his life during the front nine, but it didn't matter. You're talking about a guy who had 23 putts for the final round, which was an amazing stat, had the best putting day of anybody in the PGA Championship. And I think when you look at this tournament, when you look at what happened, there were two moments, in my opinion, when Tiger Woods looked like the old Tiger. I don't think for 1 second, from beginning to end in a major, Sundays, from the start to the finish and all the rest, that we're ever going to see the old vintage dominating Tiger. Because let's be honest, if yesterday was the vintage Tiger, he wouldn't have gone 0 for 7 in fairways at one point. He would have at least gone 5 for 7. He would have maybe been up 2 or 3 strokes after Saturday's play because of a good maybe moving day the day before. So, this is a very, very delicate deal when people try to compare the old Tiger to the new Tiger. But I think there were two moments yesterday that made me go back in time. I was absolutely losing my mind, pacing in the living room, watching Tiger Woods, the 8th hole at Bellerive, which is the par 5. He absolutely yoked a drive way into the pine area, and he took out a 3-wood and just murdered the golf ball and got up there and got a birdie. And then on number 9, I have no idea how he got out of trouble with that when he shot and hit a 9-iron and birdied again. Those were the two holes to me that looked more like vintage Tiger than any other moment during this comeback, during any other moment than the previous comeback. Again, we're talking about a guy who fell off the cliff when his dad died. When his dad died, Earl Woods, the biggest influence in his life, all the stories you know, he really, really hit rock bottom. He, had marital problems. He ended up cheating on his wife a million ways to Sunday. We know about those stories. The injuries then mounted. His mind went away. He was becoming obsessed with his dad and actually acting like his dad. He wanted to maybe be a member of the Navy SEALs, even though he was too old, and kept fighting and clawing to try and see if he could just get there because his name was Tiger Woods. And all this time, he was doing stupid stuff in terms of hurting his golf game, which he apparently didn't really care as much about and didn't have the mindset for. We know that the indomitable Tiger Woods cares more than anybody. The mind is stronger than anybody's, and that's part of the reason why Tiger Woods was so dominant from, the year 1997, maybe 98, 99, if you want to go that far. Maybe not 98, but 99 certainly into 2003, 4, and 5. That Tiger Woods, the most dominant era of golf that we've ever seen. That is why the mind game and caring and all the rest, the will to win, the drive, the anticipation for what's next, handling the crowds, all that stuff. Nobody's done it like Tiger Woods. Nobody. People talk about Arnold Palmer. I understand that. But, folks, that was a white sport back then. Okay? It was predominantly a white sport. It was not a European sport yet. It was not a Latin sport yet. It was not a South African sport yet. And it sure as hell was not a black sport yet. Tiger Woods winning the Masters in 97 changed everything. I know he wasn't the first black golfer, but him winning the Masters and doing his thing and then becoming dominant, we've never seen a global guy move the needle like this in American sports history. We've never seen anybody like it. Even Michael Jordan in his heyday, I'm not sure, was like Tiger Woods in his heyday. The galleries, the roars, the whole thing. I don't know. I mean, I compare Jordan and Tiger a lot because I think those are the two guys who probably did it at the highest. But people talk about Arnie Palmer. That was a white sport. Jack Nicklaus won the most, but he didn't move the needle the most. Now, if Jack Nicklaus played today and he was in his prime and was winning like Tiger Woods did, would he move it? I don't know, because Tiger Woods did it, and that's all we've seen in today's day and age, where we've seen the growth of cable television, we've seen the growth of major networks and regional coverage, and we've seen the growth of social media, we've seen the growth of all sports, bigger, faster, stronger, more training, more players, depth. The whole game has just changed. He's done it in this era, which you have to give him a lot of credit for. Not a lot of guys would have been able to handle even what he did. And now what's next for Tiger Woods? Well, the Masters. That's the next major anyway. We'll see how many tournaments he plays from now until the end of the year. But again, I don't think Augusta really fits his game as much as the other tournaments, and we saw that again over the weekend, why Tiger Woods will struggle in a lot of major championships, because he just cannot trust his driver. He's trying to avoid that damn thing like the plague. We'll see what he does at Augusta, but Augusta, you got to be long and straight, and most guys are hitting it 290, 300, 310 with 3 woods. Brooks Koepka, the champion, more on a little bit on him, by the way. I will get to the champion who actually won the PGA tournament. Brooks Koepka is hitting at 340 yards down the fairway straight. So Tiger at Augusta, I do think he's going to have a really good chance in 2019 and 20 to win at least one more major. You're talking about courses he knows well. Bethpage Black, again, you're going to have to drive it long and far, and you're going to have to be straight there. But St. Andrews is lurking. Pebble Beach is lurking. Courses Tiger knows, courses Tiger loves, and courses Tiger Woods can shoot low numbers. So this was a win, even though it was a loss. I wish Tiger Woods had won yesterday. It would have been the sports story of the year. It would have been the sports story of the last 20, 30 years. No greater athlete in the history of sports has fallen harder than Tiger Woods and also come back at this point. Hopefully he gets at least one more major. Some people are even talking about, hey, he could still win 5 more. I don't see that. I don't see him breaking Jack Nicklaus's record, but if Tiger can win 1 or 2 more, even being a couple behind Jack Nicklaus and getting 83, 84, 85, maybe 90 PGA wins, plus you look at the pioneering, you look at the difference maker that he was, you look at the needle mover he was, you look at the way purses have changed, the game has changed. Brooks Koepka said it to the media. You know, we all watch, and we're all playing now because of Tiger Woods. When you look at all those things and you take everything into consideration, you might have to say Tiger Woods was the greatest of all time. All right, quickly here, 9 minutes with Mike Lindsley on YouTube, Facebook, and IGTV. We're brought to you by Bryant and Stratton College, Timberbanks Golf Club, and our friends at Welch & Company Jewelers. Visit welchjewelers.com. Brooks Koepka, the champion of the PGA Championship. What a tournament he had. The guy was relentless. He made every single monstrous putt that he needed to make on the front and back nines. This guy has a flair for the dramatic, and he can handle the pressure as well as anybody I've seen in the game ever. And he now has 3 majors. He's won back-to-back U.S. Opens, and he won the PGA this year, the 100th variety at Bellerive. And now this guy is the 5th player ever to win the PGA Championship and U.S. Open in the same season. Absolutely remarkable. The guy, guts, toughness, and mental strength. And yes, he hits the ball a long, long way. What would I rather have, his biceps or his golf swing? And probably his golf swing. But geez, the guy is absolutely a monster. Brooks Koepka, right now, is the best player on tour. Remember American Golf talking Dustin Johnson, Zach Johnson, Justin Thomas, Ricky Fowler, Patrick Reed? Brooks Koepka's American too. Unbelievable win for him. Hey, the video here today, 9 minutes with Mike Lindsley, IGTV, YouTube, and Facebook, is brought to you by the Phoenix Sports Restaurant. Join me this Saturday, if you're in the Central New York area. We're going to give away a Batavia Downs Gaming Stay and Play, Timberbanks Golf Club foursome. We're going to have all-you-can-eat cheese pizza at the Phoenix Sports Restaurant. We're going to have a watch party, and everybody who comes in gets an entry prize as well. Blue Jays, Yankees on the big screen, and the Alabama Stakes and the races prior to from Saratoga. Thanks for watching again. 9 minutes with Mike Lindsley. And as I always say, enjoy the games.